XRP is going through a big change that could make everything different. A big change has just happened that could affect the future of XRP in ways that no one saw coming. No matter if this is a short-term problem or a long-term change, people who own XRP need to pay attention right now. There is more and more talk about what this could mean for XRP's price, its use, and its standing with regulators. This might be the biggest danger XRP has seen in years, or is this just another problem that can be solved in the end? Since the crypto market is always changing, buyers need to keep up with these changes in order to make smart choices. So what is really going on? Is this really a threat to XRP, or could it prove to be a gift? Let's talk about the most recent news and what people who own XRP need to know right now. There is now a big threat to XRP, which has everyone on edge. It's impossible to ignore the possible effects on XRP's future, whether they are caused by legal risks, market manipulation, or changes in the way institutions work. Regulatory pressure is one of the main worries right now. The SEC's lawsuit against Ripple has already caused a lot of uncertainty, and new stories suggest that more lawsuits or policy changes may be on the way. If regulators put more limits on digital assets, it might affect how XRP is used and how many financial institutions accept it. Whale behavior is another thing that has caused worry. Data from the on-chain shows that there have been large XRP transactions, which suggests that big users may be moving. It's still not clear whether this is accumulation or distribution, but this kind of large-scale action often means that the market will be volatile soon. If whales load up on XRP at the beginning, the price might drop temporarily, which could make investors lose faith. Also, there is volatility in the crypto market as a whole. The price changes of Bitcoin and Ethereum have a big effect on other cryptocurrencies like XRP. In the short run, XRP could be sold off if the market as a whole goes down. Even with these worries, XRP's price might stay high if the market stays stable. After all of these events, the next question is what will happen to XRP in the future? It could slow down adoption, but it could also open up new possibilities. Here are some short and long-term things that this could mean for XRP. Right now, the biggest worry for people who own XRP is whether these new events will slow down adoption or open up new possibilities. In the short run, regulatory problems and volatile markets could be problems. There are also things that might make XRP stronger in the long run. The first thing we'll look at is formal adoption. Even though regulators aren't sure what will happen, Ripple is still working with more banks and payment providers around the world. A lot of these companies think that XRP's ability to make transactions instant and cheap is valuable. If Ripple gets more deals, XRP could have even more real-world uses, which would make it harder for officials to stop people from using it. Another important factor is how stable the market is. XRP's price has been known to recover from bad news, but history shows that it can do so. Even after legal fights and market crashes, XRP has always been able to get back on its feet and stay one of the best digital assets. Investors might see this as a chance instead of a loss if they still believe in XRP. Also, people around the world are becoming more interested in blockchain payments. For faster deals, governments and banks are looking into blockchain. XRP is already set up to be a star in this area. XRP could become even more useful as a bridge currency if more countries switch to digital ways of handling money. There are risks, but there may also be chances to make things better because of these problems. Now, the question is what Ripple is doing to stop these threats, and how might this affect the future of XRP? Let's break it down. Right now, the biggest worry for people who own XRP is whether these new events will slow down adoption or open up new possibilities. There are things that could hurt XRP in the short term, like problems with regulations and unstable markets, but they could also help it in the long term. The first thing we'll look at is formal adoption. Even though regulators aren't sure what will happen, Ripple is still working with more banks and payment providers around the world. A lot of these companies think that XRP's ability to make transactions instant and cheap is valuable. If Ripple gets more business, the real-world use case for XRP could get even stronger, which would make it harder for officials to stop people from using it. Another important factor is how stable the market is. XRP's price has been known to recover from bad news, but history shows that it can do so. Even after legal fights and market crashes, XRP has always been able to get back on its feet. and stay one of the best digital assets. Investors might see this as a chance instead of a loss if they still believe in XRP. Also, people around the world are becoming more interested in blockchain payments. Businesses and governments are looking into blockchain to make transfers faster, and XRP is already a leader in this field. XRP could become even more useful as a bridge currency if more countries switch to digital ways of handling money. There are risks, but there may also be chances to make things better because of these problems. Now, the question is what Ripple is doing to stop these threats, and how might this affect the future of XRP? Well, let's break it down. Ripple isn't going to let these problems get away from them. The company's working hard to improve XRP standing, protect it from governmental threats, and get more financial institutions to use it. In spite of the unknown, these steps could be very important for XRP's long-term success. Adding more banks and finance partners has been one of Ripple's most important moves. Even though there have been lawsuits, Ripple has been able to make new deals with businesses that see the value in XRP for international transfers. As more companies and governments see how XRP can be used in the real world, this growing network could make it harder for regulators to stop its use. Ripple is also working closely with officials around the world. The business has been working with policymakers and financial authorities to push for clear crypto laws that encourage new ideas instead of stifling them. By asking for clear rules, Ripple is shaping the future of digital payments and making sure that XRP stays a major player in the field. Ripple's focus on central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, is another important issue. A lot of central banks are looking into digital currencies that are built on blockchain, and Ripple has set itself up as a technology provider for these projects. XRP could become even more valuable as a bridge asset if central banks start using Ripple's network for payments. This could make institutional demand for it even higher. Ripple is fighting hard to keep XRP's place in the banking system. The next question is what people who own XRP should do about these changes. Let's talk about smart ways for buyers to deal with this changing environment. There are a lot of important events and signs that could shape XRP's next big move in the next few weeks. These are the things that people who own XRP should be paying close attention to, whether bullish momentum grows or market uncertainty rises. The ongoing regulatory environment is one of the most important changes. The SEC's case against Ripple is still having a big effect on the price of XRP. Any new decisions, settlements, or comments from regulators could have an effect right away. If Ripple gets a good result, the price of XRP could go up a lot as investors gain faith. Slowdowns or sudden court challenges, on the other hand, could cause short-term instability. Ripple's next round of partnerships and institutional acceptance is also a big deal. Ripple has kept adding more banks and payment providers to its network. If there are any new details about on-demand funding, XRP's price could go up if ODL is adopted, if a central bank issues a digital currency, if CBDC and other groups work together, or if there are big financial deals. A big